We are from Group 1D and we will present our CS126 group project. So to start things off, we will introduction to the group project. So this is our team member, which is Muhammad Adeef Iqram bin Zaludin, and our team member that will appear on another slide. So this is our project. Our project is class grade management system. This is a system to help lecturer manage student mark, calculate GPA, determine student academic performance, and display a class result summary. To make things simple, this is a tool to a lecturer use to manage class. So this is our objective of the project. Our objective of the project is to help lecturer manage student academic result efficiently to make things faster and easier. Another is to calculate GPA and determine pass or fail status, to classify student academic performance based on GPA, to generate a clear performance summary. So this is our analysis IPO. IPOs is a thing where you plan before do a thing. So this is our IPO. Input will be input while will be input by the lecturer. Lecturer will enter the data. So this is our input. Our input is lecturer name, course code, class name, total subject, subject name, credit hour, total student, student name, and mark is subject. So this is our process. Our process will the is meaning the computer will do the process. So our process is store lecturer name, course and class detail, store subject name and credit hour, store student and name TGPA, input subject information using loop, input student name using loop, calculate GPA based on mark and credit, which is function, determine student grade A, B, C, F as function, determine student status, then list good, pass or fail, with also a function. Check whether student pass or fail, also a function. Counts total student is category, which is how much is fail, how much is fail, yeah. How much is fail, how much is pass. So lastly is identify highest and lowest CGPA student. So this is our output. Our output is will be our final result. So what will be the display? So the display is lecturer name, course code, class name, list of subject with credit hour, student list with GPA, grade and status, number of list student, number of good student, number of passed student, number of failed student, pass percentage, student with highest GPA, student with lowest GPA. So I will pass it to another guy to explain the next slide.
Okay, Assalamualaikum. So I will continue my friend presentation. This presentation, I will take part in design algorithm in flowchart for main module. Before that, I will introduce myself. My name is Syed Hashiman bin Wan Muhammad Arifin. In task distribution for group project, I take in charge of final report, proposal, and I have a little bit in pseudocode. So let's start for our presentation in flowchart for main module. Okay. So in here, in our flowchart, we have five loop. First, you will see our do while loop. We use do while loop because do while loop will allow the system to run at least once and let the user to restart the program at the end of the loop. Okay, first, in like I said, we have five loop in do while loop. Minus the do while loop, we have in do while loop we have 4 loop in do while loop. So in do while loop, you will see the system will ask the user, which is a lecturer, to enter their name, course code, class name, and their total subject. Okay, so the total subject will control. So the control subject will control the how many for loop will looping later. So let's go to the next page. In here, you will see we use a for loop. We use for loop to enter to ask the lecturer for their subject name, credit hour. So this looping will follow the how many total subject that the lecturer enter. Okay, next, after end the for loop, you will see the system will ask the lecturer to enter their total student. Okay, for total student, this variable will control another loop. So the loop will follow this variable how many the user enter. If the lecturer enter 5 total students, so the loop will repeat for 5 times. Okay, so let's see for the next. This you see, we use in this for loop, it use total student for the variable and how many looping. Okay, the system will ask the lecturer to enter the student name and their mark for each subject. It will repeat until how many the total student that the lecturer enter. Okay, so for next, like I said, it will ask the lecturer to enter the mark for each student. After end this for loop, the system will call this project will call the calculus GPA module, which is we use to calculate the CGPA. Okay, from the calculus GPA module, we will use the variable we get from it from the calculus GPA. If the student in here, we use if else selection. As you can see, if it more than or equal 3.75, it will go clean. If below than 3.0 or equal, it will get good. Yes. So let's go to the next page. Okay, in here, it will show it will output the information for the lecture name, course code, class. Okay, in here you will see the for loop. We also use for loop. This is third for loop, I think. Yes, third for loop. In here, it will repeat it. In loop, it will repeat to output the student name, the student's GPA, the student grade, student status, like that. Okay, after, so it will repeated looping how many total student the lecturer the lecturer enter. Okay, after that, after the loop end, it will show the class summary. Okay, in the class summary, after that you show the class summary. If you show the which student is in list, how many student is in list, how many student is good, how many student is pass, and how many student is fail. After that, it will output the pass percentage for our student. So here you will see we use calculation from the dean, good and pass. Here is the calculation. Next we use we will output the pass percentage for the class. If we show the how many students pass in the lecturer class. After that, we call the find highest student module to uh, to calculate to find which student is got the CGPA, highest CGPA. Okay, next we call the find lowest student module to find the lowest student. Actually, the highest and the find highest student and find lowest student is almost the same, but the comparison is their symbol, which is more than and lower than. Okay. So at the end of our flowchart, it will show the highest score. It will show the highest score and the student name, lowest score, and at the end of the program, the system will ask the user whether to they want to restart. If they enter yes, why? The system will looping again. If no, the system will end the program. And that's the end for our presentation. Thank you. Next, my friend will continue our presentation. That's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, so hi everyone. My name is Muhammad Haziq Bimadno. So I will move on to the functions or module for the flowchart. So here we have function for calculating student CGPA. So as you guys can see, first of all, we initialize the total point and total credit to 0. For the loop body, if the marks is over or equals to 80, student will get CGPA 4.00. If the marks is over or equals to 70, student will get CGPA 3.50. If the marks is over or equals to 60, student will get CGPA 3.00. If student marks is more than or is more or equals to 50, student will get CGPA equals to 2.00. If not, a student will get CGPA 0.00, which means fails. This is the output for the written value for the function find the CGPA. Okay, and here we have function module for determine grade. So if student CGPA is over 3.75, their grade will be A. If the CGPA is more or equals to 3.00, their grade will be B. If CGPA is more or equals to 2.00, their grade will be C. If they got lower than that, they will get their grade will be F, which means fails. Same goes here for the module for determining a student status. If student got CGPA over 3.75, they will be eligible for dean list. If their CGPA is more or equals to 3.00, their status will be good. If their CGPA is more or equals to 2.00, their status will be pass. If they got lower than that, their status will be fail, which I already said it earlier. Okay, now for the determining which student that got the highest CGPA. So first of all, we initialize the highest index to 1. For the loop body, it will read the CGPA for all students. If the student CGPA is more than the student CGPA that is already assigned in the highest index, it will assign that current student CGPA to become the highest index. It will continue to loop until it already read all the student CGPA. Okay, the same goes here for the lower student. The only difference is it will check if the student CGPA is lower than the student CGPA that is already inside the lowest index. Okay, now for the pseudocode, I will just go through at once because yeah, it's basically the same as the flowchart. So it will initialize restart to y so that it will the loop condition will return the value false. So as you guys can see, it will declare everything, lecture name, course code, class name, blah blah blah. And then it will prompt user to enter lecturer name. It will read the lecturer name, course code, class name, and total subjects. Same goes here. It will create a loop. Yeah, it will create a loop here that will prompt user to enter the subject based on how many total subject that they entered. Okay, so here too, enter total student, read total student. Then it will continue to ask user to enter the student name based on how many student that they entered. Same goes for their marks for the subject. Okay, and now it will call the function calculate CGPA like I already explained earlier. If the student CGPA is over than 3.75, the counter for the dean will increase by 1. Same goes for if the student got good, pass or fail. It will be used later on for the output. Okay, and now for the output, it will display lecturer's name. It will display what their course that they are teaching. It will display their class that they entered. And it will display and then it will display the number of students, the student name, their CGPA, their grade, and their status. Okay, and now it will call the function determine grade and call the function determine status like I already explained earlier. And it will display their the student name, student CGPA, and their grade and the status. Okay, and this for the total status that they are that the whole for the whole class. Okay, for the dean list, it will put how many students that were eligible for this dean list. Same goes for good. Same goes for student that only get pass. Same goes for the student that fail. Okay, and it will call the function find highest student and function find lowest student. Then it will display the highest scorer, which student that got the highest CGPA in the class, and which student that got the lowest score in the class. And then it will prompt user whether they want to restart the program. If the user enter Y, it will it will not exit the while loop. If the user entered N, it will end while and it will end the program. Okay, so that's all from me. Thank you.
Hello everyone, my name is Ain Sifatul, and I will present to you the function module in pseudocode and the coding demo. Before we start, since the flowchart is basically the same as pseudocode but just written in different style, I will run through this function module section pretty quickly. Now, we will take a look at the calculate CGPA module where it will first receive and return these five variable from the main function. After that, it will declare or set these 4 variable as a variable that will be used in this exclusive function. After that, the program will run this while loop with I and total subject as its condition. Inside, the program will also run this if else if to set the right point value depending on its condition. And then total point and total credit will be set by doing this calculation, and after the calculation end, I will increase by 1 to loop back and change the item within the marks array. After the while loop end, the program will return these 2 variables back to the main function and the module will end. Next, we will go to this determine grade module, and in this module, it will receive GPA from the main function, and it will again do if else if to check if the value in CGPA will return either A, B, C or F as its grade. For the third module, we have determine status. In determine status, the program will also receive CGPA from the main function and run this if else if to return either delist, good, pass or fail depending on the value of the CGPA. Now, we'll go to the highest student module, and in this module, it will receive student CGPA, total students, and return highest index back from the main function. The program will declare highest index and I, and next, the program will run this for loop until it is finished and return back to the main function. Lastly, we have lowest student function. This function, it works the exact same way as the highest student one. Instead, it finds the lowest marks for all the students that the user entered. Now, I will show you the demo of the coding in C++, and this coding will basically be the final result that our team have finished, and this coding also and this coding will also be how the user will be interacting with the program. Now, this is the start of the coding, and the user will first have to enter the lecturer name. We will give a random example, which is Madam Iqbal. Then, the program will ask the user to enter the course code. We will enter CS110. After that, class name, we will make 1A, and enter the total subjects that the student have. We will make it 3, for example. For the subject one name, we will make it CSC121. It will ask for the credit hour, 3, and it will loop back, but instead of doing the subject 1 again, it will change it to subject 2 name because we entered 3 subjects. Next, we'll put in CSC126 with 3 credit hour. Lastly, we have subject 3. We'll make it LCC111. with 2 credit hours. The program will then ask the user to enter the total students that is either in the class or that they teach if the user is a lecturer. For example, we will give out 4 student 1 name. We will have C. The program will ask for the mark that C have for each subject. For example, we will start off with a highest grade that we could do. Let's give it 99 and just let's see 89 and 90, and then it will ask for the second student name and the loop will repeat itself. Let's do miss mark for CSC. We'll do the lowest one next. 10, 20 and 21. For the third and fourth, we will do just some random in the middle of it. Let's do Porter, 50, 60, 55. Student name 4 will be Pony with 40, 60, and 65. This will be the output, and let us check. We have lecturer, Madam Iqbal. We have course, which is CS110. We have class 1A, and this table is the table for each student that the user input, and its CGPA, grade, and status list. Let's see, we have C with 4 flat in CGPA and a grade of A. The status will be output as dean list because CGPA of 4 is within the dean list range. Next, we have Miss with a 0. Next, we have Miss with a 0 CGPA and a grade of F, which means he technically failed. We have Porter with a 2.38 and C with the status pass. Lastly, we have Pony with a 1.88. Lastly, we have Pony with a 1.88 CGPA and a grade of F, which means he also failed. Next, we have class summary. The program will count each student that have either dean list, fail, or pass, and add 1 each time that student has that status. Here we have dean list 1, which is only C. We have good, 0, no one has it. We have 1 pass, which is Porter, and we have 2 fail, which is Smith and Pony. For the pass percentage, the program will count the total percentage that have passed and not getting a fail for all the students. And for this highest scorer and lowest scorer, we have the program count and finds the highest scorer, which is C, with a 4.4 flat CGPA, and the lowest scorer with 0, which is Smith. After the output, the program will ask the user if they want to restart the program and do everything all over again. For example, if we write Y, yes, it will ask the user to enter the lecturer name again, and the loop repeats itself. To where the program asks the user to restart the program, if we instead enter n small or n big, we receive this. The program will end. And that's it for our group project presentation. On behalf of my team members, we thank you for watching this video, and I see you next time.